Hi folks, hope you're doing well. Blake here and I'm back with another weekly video. Now since previously I've done the video 5 easy songs that you can play on guitar in the key of C, which looks like this, and you can check it out in the cards above. And that went down really well. I thought I'd do another easy to learn guitar video. Of course we're currently in lockdown, so that means everyone's got a lot of time and a lot of time to practice hobbies like playing the guitar. And one thing that's useful for musicians is trying to expand your repertoire or the number of songs that you know. But the hard thing about this is a lot of songs have loads of chord changes and there's a lot to remember. So with those things in mind, I thought I'd make a little easy to learn video that'll help you with that. So here are 5 easy songs that you can play on the guitar, and they're so easy because they only have 2 chords in the whole song. For all of the songs I go over, I'll put a little tab in the description so you can go and check out the guitar music for yourself, and I'll also put a little timestamp on the video. Now first up, we've got a song I've actually covered on the channel. This is Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton. It goes between A major and B minor chords, and I like to play them using the bar chord, so on the bass E string at the 5th position for A major, and at the 2nd position on the A string for B minor. Now we can say that I'm playing the A major chord in the E form. In other words, we've taken an E major and we've moved it up and turned it into a bar chord in the 5th position. And we're playing the B minor chord in what is an A minor, moved up 2 positions into a bar chord. If none of this makes sense to you, I've actually done 2 recent videos on just that. You can check them out again in the card above, and they look like this. Okay, so the song starts out with a little riff in A major, and it goes like this. Alright, and at the end of that little riff we get into our A to B minor progression, which goes through the whole song, so it goes like this. So as you'll see, the way I like to play it is 2 strums and then a couple of mutes. So just slightly take the pressure of your fingers off the fretboard. And then do that for every chord, basically every transition. Now you only need those 2 chords to play the whole song. If you want to jazz it up a bit, there's a few things you can do. One thing I'd suggest is sliding into the A major, so going from the 4th and sliding into the 5th. Another thing you can do to mix it up a little bit is take your first finger when you're playing your B minor chord and flatten it, and then add the other fingers on in a kind of hammer-on just after. It's the same thing that people like John Mayer do in their music, and it gives it a little bit more rhythm. So if I just show you what I mean. And that's Tennessee Whiskey, so it goes like this. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. High on your love all the time. Alright, so next on our list of songs which only have 2 chords on the guitar is Fallin by Alicia Keys. It goes between E minor and B minor 7 chords. You can probably already hear how the song goes. As soon as you hear that transition, it sounds like the song. And I play it like this: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, so to play an E minor, all we have to do is put our 2 fingers here on the 2nd fret of the A and D string, play all the strings. And we know how to play a B minor from our Tennessee Whiskey song. So remember, just going from an A minor here, moving up 2 frets and putting a bar here, making it into a bar chord on the 2nd fret. And now to go from a B minor here to a B minor 7, all we have to do is take off this little finger. And so with the strumming pattern of 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, that's what we have. Sometimes I love you, sometimes you make me blue. Loving you, darling, leaves me so confused. Just when I think you've taken more than would a fool, I keep on falling back in love with you. I keep on falling in and out of love with you. Okay, next up we've got Dance the Night Away by the Mavericks. Now this song cycles between what is essentially an E chord, so if we think of our open chord F, and we just move every finger down, so instead of playing 2 fingers on the 1st fret, your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string and your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the D string, we're now moving them down, and if we just change our fingers over, so we put our 1st finger on the 1st fret of the G string and our 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and we just play these 4 strings. So the D down into the high E string, that's our 1st chord. And then next up we play a B7. So this is the shape of a B7 chord. It is, we don't play the bass E string, we don't play that, and then we play the 2nd fret with our 2nd finger on the A string, the 1st fret on the D string with our 1st finger, the 2nd fret on the G string with our 3rd finger, open string on the B string, and you don't have to play this bottom string, but if you want to, you can put your little finger on the 2nd fret of the high E string. Now I like to play it roughly the same rhythm as the record, so I like to play it 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, like that. You can kind of do it how you like to do it, but I think that sounds quite good. So cycling between these 2 chords, it goes like this. Tell no, I've gotta go. Just wanna dance the night away with senoritas who can sway. Right now tomorrow's looking bright, just like a Sunday morning light. Okay, next up we've got a classic song from the boss himself, and it's true that Born in the USA only has 2 chords in the whole song, and they are B, so an A-type major bar chord on the 2nd fret of the A string, and we play that like this. We take our 1st finger, we bar it across all 5 strings from the A string downwards, and then we take our 3 fingers, put them on the 4th frets of the D, the G and the B string. And then of course the open E major chord. We play all strings, we put our 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, our 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and our 1st finger on the 1st fret of the G string. Now, much like in Tennessee Whiskey, there's a little riff, but this one goes on throughout the song. I'll show you that, but usually they're played alongside. So here's how it sounds. So we want to press the B note down on the 7th fret of the low E string. So here's B. And the little run we're going to do is the 7th fret here, then the 7th fret right down here on the B string. And then we're going to do 5, 7 on the B string, 4 on the E string, and then 5, 7 on the B string. And then we just cycle between B major and E major. Okay, so with the lyrics and the chord changes. Born down in a dead man's town. First kick I got, well, I hit the ground. Like a dog that's beat too much. Spent half your life just covering up, yeah. Born in the USA, I was born in the USA. Born in the USA, I was born in the USA. Okay, now finally we've got an absolute classic and my favourite on this list. Now technically with this one I'm cheating slightly because even though it's only based on F and G, in the chorus the F and G that you play is slightly different. This is Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. It's usually played without a capo, but to suit my voice I'm going to play it with a capo on the 5th fret. And this is how I like to do the strumming pattern, so down, down, up, up, down, up. I've also heard versions where they're played in fingerpicking style, so you can do that if that's more your thing. Now, the only difference, as I mentioned, with the F and G are in the chorus. So the first F we play in the chorus is an F major 7. So rather than playing an F like this, where our first finger is fretted over these two highest strings at the 1st fret, we take it off of the high E string. So we're just playing 1st fret of the B string, 2nd fret of the G string with our middle finger, and then 3rd fret of the D string with our 3rd finger. And then the G that immediately follows that is a G6, so rather than playing a G like this, we just put a finger here on the 2nd fret of the A string and a finger here on the 3rd fret of the E string. And it goes like this. If your loneliness like a heartbeat drives you mad, in the stillness you remember what you had, what you lost, what you had, what you lost. Here we go. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Women, they will come, they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. Yeah, you'll know. Okay folks, thanks very much for watching my video. That was 5 easy songs to play on guitar, and they're easy because they only have 2 chords. You can easily add them to your repertoire, so have a go, and good luck with future gigs or whoever you play them out to. If you enjoyed the video, please drop me a like, please share it, and please comment and let me know what sort of videos you'd like me to put up in the future. Anything you want me to go over music wise, from a lesson standpoint or songs you'd like to play, just let me know. And if you're not already, please click the little subscribe and notification bell buttons. I'm trying to do a video every single week and I make lots of different content. I'd love your support. Thanks very much, take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.
Tea for two, sat by the lake, a lot about